very much for giving me the opportunity to visit your dojo and experience your training. My first question, I know you're a very, very busy person. My first question, Sensei, is why did you choose karate when you started? What made you do karate other than other martial arts?
Well, that was roughly 25 years ago. My son, he was 5. I wanted him to do something. I didn't want him to be someone that was always in the streets, doing wrong things, like I did. I know it sounds funny. So I took him, I see an advert on the hall, and I took him, and that's how he started. He'd done it for about 3 months. I went to another dojo because I said, oh, is there other places we could train a bit more? He said, yeah, take him up there. So I went up there. I met a nice guy named Sean. His son was training. I think his son was sort of like a green blue belt. I got talking to him, become quite friendly, and he said, how would you like to, I'd like to start with someone, me and you give it a go. And when I see him punching the ball, I thought, yeah, don't look too hard, I'll give it a go. And that's how it really started, really, 3 months after my son.
So, mentioning the people that you met, who really influenced you to do karate? Or who influenced you to continue doing karate?
Continue? We got to about 8 years, 9 years. I knew there was more. But there wasn't, if I'm honest, there wasn't anybody that could show me the more that I wanted from karate. And that's when someone mentioned to me, you need Stuart Aston, and he's here, etc., etc. And I went along. He was actually, I think he was told he was going to be leaving in a couple of weeks' time. So I went along, and as soon as he's, from what I knew compared to what he was showing, I thought, this is it. This is what I want.
More deeper perspective.
Different approach. And from that day, we stayed together, together with these guys, and for 2 years, for a good 2 years, and then things changed a little bit, and he gave it up, retired, and I continued because I knew, the people he was telling me about. I think you know who these guys are, the UK guys. And I continued, and I've been to a couple of seminars and such. And from that day, since whatever he's shown me, the stuff with Jeff Thompson and all the top guys, and that's what really made
push
me
more, deep to it. Sensei, mentioning the seminars, what is your opinion for a karateka to attend seminars of different systems? What's your opinion? 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we got guys, as you know, Ian and my nephew, there's 1 or 2, they really do know their stuff. And, you could say it's serious stuff,
Deep on the Okinawan system.
You could do, you could do some serious stuff.
Think about it, Sensei. When I join you today, which is really, I'm very honored and thankful. When I join you today, I notice how you focus on the kata and the bunkai. Although this is a different class that you normally say that you're complete with everything, but I like the way you do it. So what's your concept of doing it as a warm-up first? then make it the kata itself as a warm-up. What's your concept with that for your students?
Just making sure we've done it for a while. I mean, you know, it's, learning a pattern of a kata is, you know, is easy. It's probably the easiest part of karate, really. You just have a pattern. But it's karate, as you truly understand it, it's about using your body. You know, it's about, like any other, you know, it's about the big guy. You're the small guy, the bad guy's going to be bigger. So it's truly about using your body, so from the floor upwards. And that's what I always demonstrate, you know, as I did.
Yeah, a while ago.
Having that bent knee,
Yeah.
and obviously pushing from the floor.
I like the way you did the shodan, Sensei, the henna shodan, how it has to drop before you did that.
At the end of the day, it's about using your
The
body.
basic simple henna, but the gravity of what you do.
I say to you know, we don't. It's not about being pretty. You know, we're not here to win medals. We're here to be functional. To, you know,
Everything works. Every movement works.
You
Yeah.
put everything behind whatever. Some parts are soft and flowing. Other parts, you know, you put everything.
For Sensei, for example, people or practitioner like me wanted to visit your dojo. How you gonna welcome them? Like when I
Well,
had.
to say we're a non-profit. The hall hire, obviously we have hall hire. We have yearly insurance, and we all share, including me. So we have, you know, for a couple of hours, it costs you £5. You see what I mean?
So it's really a great thing. The reason why you suddenly start teaching, was it, what was the reason that pushed you to teach?
Well, I used to enjoy, you know.
Everything
You know,
about
back then it was children, mixed classes, and so you could say you become very good at it. People enjoyed what you do.
And you were telling me a while ago, Sensei, before we had the training and interview, you said to me that you wanted people to you will welcome them, but you're not gonna do basics no more. You are people welcoming people who are already aware.
Yeah, I mean, if you train karate, you've got a foundation of the basics.
You're always welcome here.
Come and train.
And you have a very, very friendly group.
Yeah, well, you don't want to start someone from the beginning again, because that means someone like myself will step out and start, you know. We've been training together, as I say, most of these guys have been 20 years.
20 years, wow.
You know, so we've been training together.
Wow.
And they've come a long way. They've come a very long way, these guys.
So do you still compete as a group? No more. Do you still compete on competition? No more.
I've never, I don't think none of these guys have ever competed.
They're now onto the focus of.
I competed once back in the day. I think I was a maybe blue belt.
This is more practical training now, more actual training now.
I competed, but I got disqualified.
Too much power.
Well,
Something like
there's a
that.
lot of. I won't mention names,
Yeah,
but I mean, I
understand.
knew it wasn't for me.
Yeah. There are people who really are for sports.
Because we really do need control and that sort of stuff. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but I think most of us here, we're all getting on now.
Yeah, I know. I enjoy it, Sensei. I'll try my very best
The way
again.
we train now is for us.
I like the way your concept, the way you train is for you to learn more deeper understanding.
Well, I'd say, you know, when you go to seminars and stuff, you take it away. That person's created it. It fits them. So you come back with it. You go through it. Muscle memory. Some people, you know, as I say, are 5'2". Some people are 6'3". So you've got to play with it and adjust it, because it's not going to fit everybody. And as you know, a closed hand, open hand does many things.
It's true.
So there's many ways of, adjusting something to make it work for you.
Thank you so much, Sensei. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for coming down.
I'm so honored. Thank you, Sensei.
If you're only sort of half an hour away,
I will. Now I will. I promise. I will find ways, or I'll bring my little girl with me.
Yeah, so today we just, gone through Krate.
I know. You've got more, I know.
Some stuff that was created by Ian and stuff, and one or two others. So, it's all good stuff, and it's all practical.